Hi there and welcome. I bet you know what it feels like to be on a journey of healing. It can be any kind of healing, can be physical healing, can be emotional healing, can be healing a relationship, healing a career, healing some thought patterns. I bet you know what it's like to be on that healing journey and to want the problem that put you on this journey in the first place to go away immediately, as soon as possible, ASAP. And I bet you also know what it feels like to have the impatience turn up and the frustration and the annoyance and the what is wrong with me? Why is this not healing? And feeling really, really annoyed with everyone around you, with the whole journey, with yourself. And isn't it strange that just about every single person we talk to who's on a healing journey of their own tells us the same story? I've got two little pictures for you. The one is this is the picture we want when we're on a healing journey, right? Whether it's um, like I fell down the stairs about 8 weeks ago and I'm busy, my body is healing some body parts. So in the beginning, I thought, good, this is what's happened. The bones will need to heal, takes 4 to 6 weeks. So it's all going to be upwards. I just need to be patient. Well, that's not what's happened. Here's what is happening. Start over there, squiggle, circles back. Oh, 2 steps forward. Oh, my goodness, 5 steps back. Eventually, the trend is upwards. But in the moments when we want our problem to go away, it can feel so, so very frustrating, so worrisome. We can be filled with anxiety, with fear, with all sorts of emotions because of the thing that's happening. So not only do we have the thing that's happening, like for me, pain in the coccyx, all sorts of internal issues that's just lingering and making me worry. So not only do we have the actual physical discomfort around it, but now we also add the what the Buddhists call the second arrow, the worrying about it, the suffering around it. And so I find it as I've been going through this journey, I've often thought about writing a blog post and I just haven't, but I thought maybe to just talk through it today. This incredibly strange thing that we all expect, whatever journey it is that we're on, healing of some kind, healing an internal pattern, learning to how to have boundaries, learning self-care. That is healing a pattern of not having self-care, right? Healing a pattern of not having boundaries. We imagine for some odd reason that we should be able to just go from A, I don't have boundaries, to B in one straight line, easily, comfortably, and we see the steps forward and, like quickly we'll land up where now we have boundaries. I don't know why it is like that we expect the journey to be like that and get frustrated when it's not. And yet, every single person I talk to, you can read memes on the internet, you can read blog posts, you can talk to people, you can have interviews with people. Every single person on a healing journey reports that that's not the way it goes. It takes more time often than we think it will. It takes going backwards and forwards. It forwards and backwards. It goes 2 steps forward, like yay, oh, amazing things are happening. 3 steps back. Oh no, I'm back to where square one or back to square zero. 2 steps forward. Oh, this is amazing. Oh no, something is back. I did it again, or I have this pain again. It is the most amazing thing to me that the norm is that there's these squiggles in the journey and we do go backwards, even though it may not be to exactly the same place. It feels like it in that moment because we want the whole thing gone. So when we're on a journey, it seems like the thing is we're on a little bit of a black and white thinking thing. We think I either have it or I don't. Whereas it's a more realistic kind of measure to think about how far have I come on this journey? If I had all these issues to deal with, or I had all these symptoms to deal with, I like using the measuring scale of DIF. The D is for duration of the episode. The I is for intensity of the episode, and the F is for frequency. How often does this thing happen? How intense is it when it does arrive? And how long is the duration of the episode, the pain episode, or how long do I take before I realize, oopsie, I didn't set my boundaries again, and here I am back in resentment land. So now we are on this journey, right? I bet you're on some kind of a journey at the moment. It might be trying to reach a goal or just healing something in your life. The thing is, we need patience. Those squiggles that I drew on that little piece of paper, they take time. We need patience. And if at any time we get impatient or frustrated, it doesn't make the journey go any faster. It doesn't take any kinks out of that kinky road. It just makes us suffer more. So one of the best ways that I know of is to use EFT tapping to help us to calm those parts of us that want it to happen faster than it is actually happening, to calm all the emotional turmoil around it. And so that is my favorite tool. So maybe I'll invite you to, let's just maybe do 1 or 2 rounds of tapping together for wherever it is that you are on your healing journey. And then I'll invite you to just keep doing it every time you feel impatient or annoyed or frustrated or upset that it isn't going the way that you think it should be going. That should word is just another fascinating and interesting addition to our language. So let's do some tapping. So just think about the journey that you're on, the thing that you're trying to heal or make better in your life, improve, change. And think about how you feel about that long journey. Maybe it's not over yet, maybe not going as fast as you want. Just think about all the feelings. For me, I know it's led to much frustration. I can't do as much as I used to do. I keep wanting to rush it and then I regret it. And so it can be really frustrating and annoying and disappointing sometimes. So, whatever it is that you're feeling, just bring that to the space. Know that it's all okay and do some tapping with me. So, starting on the side of the hand, even though I may be feeling frustrated, annoyed, disappointed, sad, with all of this, that it's not going away fast enough. I soothe and comfort myself. Don't know if you can see my hand, but just keep tapping on the bottom of on the side of the hand. Even though I feel frustrated, annoyed, disappointed, sad, just really aggravated that this is not going as fast as I want it to go, I soothe and comfort myself. Even though I'm feeling all these strong emotions about the slowness of this journey, I wanted this problem to be over a long time ago, and it's not. I soothe and comfort myself. And then we just tap through all the points, starting on top of the head, all these emotions. All the frustration I'm feeling at it not going fast enough. All the disappointments I've had of going backwards again. All the annoyed feelings I've had about that this is happening in the first place and that it's not going fast enough. I want this to go faster, darn it. I want that straight line going from start to finish in one straight line with no hiccups, no boulders in the road, just one straight line of progress. That's what I want. And it's not happening that way. Under the arm. And me wishing for that or trying to force it, trying to control it to be that way, doesn't make it that way either. And I like tapping the inside of the wrist too. Whew, all these emotions and frustrations about the journey that's taking too long for my liking. And then pause there, rest your arms, just take a nice deep breath in and out. So I felt myself sigh. You may feel yourself make a little yawn or some sighs, or just you may feel just a little bit more relaxed. So just check in with where you are. Now, I know this wasn't a lot of tapping, but you can keep doing this and just voice to yourself how frustrated, annoyed, disappointed, aggrieved, aggravated, angry you are with this whole thing. Voice it. And while you do that, do the tapping. The tapping is what helps us to release and process all the emotion. And the emotion is what can often keep the problem in place. So the more we work with the emotion around how we feel about the problem and the progress, the easier and the better the progress will go. And then let's just do a little bit of tapping about possibility. If you're not yet at a place where you feel possibility is an option, repeat the phrases that I gave you a minute ago and just tap that emotion down a little bit before you go onto this bit. Because putting positive words around something that you're still feeling very aggrieved about is simply not going to do it. You get resistance in your energy system when you try that. So tap it down first to around a 4 out of 10, and then we're ready to look at possibilities. So follow me if you're ready for that. Even though I know this journey hasn't gone the way I really wanted to go, maybe I can start being open to some possibilities here. Even though I'm still annoyed a little bit and frustrated a bit, and I wish that didn't happen this way, I can start being open to some possibilities about seeing this in a different way. And even though I still feel some of this emotion and I'm still in the journey and I still would want for it to be easier and quicker. Of course, I would want that. I'm only human. I'd love to start being open to new possibilities. Of course, I'm still frustrated, angry, all of that. And if I could choose, I would love to start seeing some different possibilities here. I wonder what's possible in this situation. I wonder if it's possible to start practicing some qualities that I don't usually have access to. Perhaps this could be an option or a possibility to start practicing some patience, some qualities that may not be easy for me. Maybe there's some other possibilities here, like asking for more help. If I'm used to doing a lot of things by myself, perhaps I could start asking for some help here. I wonder what are some other options. So just check what pops up for you in your mind. What else have you not tried? Maybe you've done everything by yourself this whole journey. Maybe it needs the input of a wise, trusted friend, a mentor, a guide. Maybe it involves actually paying somebody for some help. That's what I have started doing. It's just, I can't do this by myself. Somebody else has some options and things that I don't know about. So I'm going to pay some people to help me. And that's what I've been doing. And that is where I'm making my biggest progress. So just check in for yourself. What other options and possibilities start popping up for you? Maybe I could start practicing more self-care. Maybe this is an opportunity to give my body a little bit more kindness and rest. Maybe it's an opportunity to get up every hour, 3 times, instead of just at the end of the hour, every 20 minutes, and stretch my body a little bit. I wonder what else is possible here and what other things I could learn in this process. Instead of just seeing it as a hamper and I don't want to be here, what could I practice that's going to give me more tools and options in future? And rest your arms, take a nice deep breath in. So I feel a little calmer. I wonder about you. How are you doing? I absolutely know that this little bit of tapping will not sort out the whole thing. You may still come across feelings of impatience along your journey. And I hope it was a little bit of an inspiration for you to just do a little bit of tapping around the feelings that you're having, to acknowledge yourself for, yes, it is hard. We want our problem to go away. Of course, that's normal, that's human. And it doesn't help to struggle or fight against what is truly here right now. So how can we make the most of that, even in very unpleasant, uncomfortable circumstances? I read a little meme the other day that said we can't wait for everything to go our way until we start feeling happy. And that is something that I'm trying my best to learn in this period as well. As things are not nice, things are not comfortable. I wish everything would go back to normal, and it isn't yet. And I don't want to feel unhappy the whole time until things are back to normal. So I wish that for you as well, to find little bright spots along this road, to do some tapping to help yourself, and for your healing journey to really bring you some magical and wonderful blessings. Thank you for watching. My name is Liesel Tevisham, and I usually work with sensitive introverts who don't like the spotlight, and I help them to be more comfortable in the spotlight. I also work with sensitive introverts on healing journeys of any kind, whether it's about medical, dental anxiety and fears, whether it's about healing internal patterns like boundaries, self care. There's so much healing that we can do on a journey. And yes, it takes time. Be patient, be kind with yourself. And thank you for watching.